Have you ever wondered why we suffer? This question led to the birth of Stoicism, a profound philosophy that was born in the heart of ancient Greece. It was Zeno of Citium, a merchant turned philosopher, who laid the foundation of Stoicism. After a shipwreck left him stranded in Athens, Zeno stumbled upon a philosophy that taught him happiness could be achieved through acceptance. Stoicism, as Zeno taught, is not about eliminating emotions. Instead, it's about developing self-control and fortitude to overcome destructive emotions. It's about understanding that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. It encourages us to accept life as it is, with all its ups and downs, and find contentment in the present moment. Stoicism, then, is not just a philosophy, it's a way of life. It's a roadmap to navigate the tumultuous seas of life with grace and resilience. Stoicism did not remain static, it evolved and flourished. As we journey into the golden age of Stoicism, we find ourselves in the heart of the Roman Empire. Here, Stoicism was not just a philosophy, it was a way of life, practiced by some of the most influential figures of the time. Among them, we find Seneca, a statesman and a dramatist, who used his pen to disseminate Stoic wisdom. His letters and essays are still widely read today, serving as a testament to the enduring relevance of Stoic principles. Seneca taught us the art of living. He reminded us that life is short and that we should live it virtuously, unaffected by external circumstances. Then there was Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher. He taught that happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control and some things are not. For Epictetus, the key to serenity was in accepting the things we cannot change and focusing on what we can control, our own actions and reactions. But perhaps the most famous Stoic of them all was the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Known as the Philosopher King, he ruled with wisdom and justice, embodying the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with nature and reason. His personal writings, known as the Meditations, reflect his deep commitment to Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius saw adversity not as a barrier but as an opportunity to practice virtue and resilience. These philosophers, each in their own way, contributed to the rich tapestry of Stoicism. They applied Stoic principles to their lives, showing us that Stoicism isn't just theory, it's practice. They didn't just write about Stoicism, they lived it. And in doing so, they left us a legacy of wisdom that continues to inspire us today. These Stoic philosophers demonstrated that Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but transforming them. Stoicism didn't die with the ancient world. Far from it. This ancient philosophy, with its emphasis on virtue, reason, and inner peace, has left an indelible mark on the landscape of modern thought. It's as if the Stoics planted seeds of wisdom that have grown into robust trees, their branches reaching into various fields of contemporary philosophy and psychology. One such area is cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, a form of psychotherapy that helps people challenge and change unhelpful cognitive distortions and behaviors, improve emotional regulation, and develop personal coping strategies. Interestingly, the principles of CBT mirror the teachings of Stoicism. The Stoics asserted that we don't react to events themselves, but to our perceptions of these events. Similarly, CBT operates on the understanding that our thoughts, not external events, determine our feelings and behavior. It's almost as if modern psychology has taken a page out of the Stoics' handbook. But the influence of Stoicism doesn't stop at the therapist's office. It extends into our daily lives, offering a roadmap for managing everyday stresses and achieving mental well-being. The Stoics' teachings on the importance of self-control, resilience, and acceptance of what we cannot change are as relevant today as they were 2 millennia ago. In a world that often seems chaotic and beyond our control, Stoicism provides a beacon of stability. It reminds us that while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. It teaches us to strive for tranquility, not by avoiding life's storms, but by developing an inner calm that can weather them. It encourages us to focus on what is within our power and to let go of what is not. From the realm of psychology to the trials of everyday life, the wisdom of the Stoics permeates modern thought. Their ancient philosophy, far from being a relic of the past, is a living, breathing guide for life in the 21st century. Even today, Stoicism continues to guide us in navigating the turbulent seas of life. But how can we apply Stoic principles in our daily lives, you may wonder? Well, it's simpler than you might think. Stoicism doesn't require us to retreat from the world, but rather to engage with it more fully, armed with a new perspective. Let's take a practical example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, already late for a meeting. Most of us would feel a surge of frustration, perhaps even anger. But a Stoic sees this situation differently. The Stoic acknowledges this traffic jam is beyond their control, and instead of allowing frustration to bubble over, they accept the situation and use it as an opportunity to practice patience. Or consider another example. Perhaps you're worried about an upcoming presentation. The fear of judgment or failure can be overwhelming. But a Stoic would remind themselves that the only thing they can truly control is their own actions and preparation. They can't control how others will react. By focusing on what can be controlled, their own preparation and delivery, they can find peace of mind, regardless of the outcome. And then there's the Stoic practice of contemplating adversity. This might sound counterintuitive, but imagine for a moment that you've lost your job. A Stoic would view this not as a disaster, but as an opportunity for growth and change. They would remind themselves that this setback, like all things in life, is temporary, and that it could lead to new opportunities. These are just a few ways you can incorporate Stoic principles into your daily life. The Stoic philosophy isn't about suppressing emotions, but about understanding and managing them. It's about distinguishing between what we can and cannot control, and finding peace in that understanding. So, the next time you feel stress or anxiety creeping in, remember the Stoic approach. Ask yourself, what can I control in this situation? And then focus your energy there. You might be surprised at the sense of calm and clarity this can bring. Embracing Stoicism, then, is about accepting the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. So, what is the essence of Stoicism? It is a philosophy that has stood the test of time, evolving from the Stoic streets of ancient Greece to the bustling metropolis of the modern world. It has seeped into our thought processes, subtly influencing our perspectives and decisions. But the essence of Stoicism, the heart of this enduring philosophy, lies in its practical application. It teaches us that happiness is not a product of external circumstances, but a result of our internal resilience and acceptance. It encourages us to view life through a lens of understanding, to separate our reactions from the events that provoke them. It reminds us that our power resides in our response, not in the event itself. In a world of constant change, Stoicism offers a beacon of calm and control. Remember, it's not events that disturb us, but our interpretation of their significance.